Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're certainly welcome back to the channel tonight. Keith here from Come On The Hoop Celtic. If this is your first time coming across the channel, please do like and subscribe. Yes, there's glitter on my microphone and on my wall. Who gives a shit? The most important thing is we're going to talk about who could leave next. You know, raise the eyebrows and who can come in as well. Most important thing. It's like a revolving door this time of the year. We want to get rid of the duds. We want to keep our key players, or we either want to sell them for big bucks and bring in better faces, and that could do the job. So Brendan's first time back since all this controversy, the way he left the club, and he's back in, and he doesn't regret leaving for Leicester, but he does regret hurting the fans. And we want to build a project and making this project for the next 3 years exciting football, getting out of a Champions League group stage or getting past the Europa League knockout stage. You know, we want something exciting as Celtic fans and regretting the league. Aaron Moy left on Friday. Marco Talilo came in. Jota talk's been going on since Wednesday. Al Hayed, more likely, are going to complete the deal over the next couple of days. For Fabrizio Romero talked about it this morning that 25 million plus add-ons, and Benfica will receive up to 30% of the sale as well. So that means Jota's out the door. Carl Starfelt misses Jacynta that played for the Celtic women's team. 2 years at the club. 2 Scottish Cups in there, played a bit of Champions League football, former West Ham player as well, a couple of the caps for Australia, and she's on the verge. She just basically confirmed it today around 7 o'clock that she's leaving the club after 2 years. She's not going to be part of Fernando Alonso's team anymore, so I don't know where she's off to. I don't know who she's going to go to, but what does that mean for our boyfriend, Carl Starfelt, our centre-back? He's losing his best friend to Saudi Arabia. He's leaving his missus to somewhere else. Will that make him unhappy? Will he be looking for a move somewhere? I don't want to bring speculation to the mix, but when players in their personal life gets a bit unsettled, that's when things start kicking up. And I think Celtic need to go out and start buying 2 centre-backs in this window, just in case that he wants to move away from Celtic after 2 years. Look, he have a bit of Champions League experience there. He's won 5 trophies at the club in the last 2 years. He's a Swedish international. I'm looking at potentially 9 to 10 million for Carl Starfelt. And some people might say, whoa, Keith, you're over-exaggerating. Not really. The CV's there, the experience is there, so why not? If you were to get rid of him, that's what I'd be looking at as a price tag to get rid of Carl Starfelt. But crazy things have happened in football. I hope he doesn't go. I like the relationship he has with Carter Vickers. You know, we need to keep our key assets, and I know some people think Starfelt is not a key asset because the way his distribution of the ball, he's not consistent. But I think when he's around Carter Vickers, we hold a line. We've won trophies. That says everything. That's the most important thing. And I think he'd be good under Brendan as well. There's been a lot of talk on Facebook tonight, and the source is Parkhead Faithful. They put up a picture of basically saying James Mccarthy and David Turnbull are out the door. David Turnbull has 1 year left in his deal, and McCarthy has 2 years left in his deal. I don't know how accurate this is. I don't know if it's just false information, but David Turnbull, would you keep him at the club? I'm starting to feel like, you know, we're looking at midfielders, attacking midfielders. I don't think Turnbull has a future at the club, and it's sad to say because I think he does have potential to be a better player. We seen a glimpse of it during the COVID season when he first came in. Regards to James McCarthy, what a dud, what a waste of money. And I know James has been unfortunate with injuries over the last 6 or 7 years when he was at Everton and Wigan, but what a waste of money. That was a bad decision giving him that long-term contract for a guy that was hitting 30 years of age. Bad decision from the club. And I don't know if it's Dan McCoy that gave him the original contract, but that was a bad one. We're looking at a Swiss midfielder called Fabian Rieder. 21 years of age, plays for the Swiss champions, young boys, won 2 Swiss leagues and a Swiss Cup. He has a Champions League experience and Europa League experience, valued at 16 million. And their chairman came out and said that he could see him going to another club in Europe this summer. 1 year left in his deal. Will Celtic pay 16 million for a Swiss player that's 21 years of age and been capped 4 times? I can't see us breaking the bank. Really can't see. I don't know why they're reporting on this today, but I'm going to say it out straight. Yes, he's 5'11". Yes, he's a left footer. He can play attacking mid. I think, why would you go out and spend 16 million where you have attacking mids like the likes of David Turnbull, Awate, Rio Atate, Matt O'Reilly. We have players there. We don't need to go out and start breaking the bank for another attacking midfielder. Yes, he has Europa League and Champions League experience. I think we're over-exaggerating with this. And it's the same with Scott McTominay. This talk of Scott McTominay that said they're going to put 11 million bid in. He's either going to West Ham or Newcastle. He's 26 years of age. He has 1 year left in his Manchester United deal. He's on over about 80 grand a week. And you think he's going to drop to come to Celtic? Definitely not. I don't want him at Celtic anyway. Yeah, he's consistent for Scotland, but he's not consistent club level. He hasn't really done it the last 2 years for Manchester United. I definitely wouldn't touch Scott McTominay, and I think it's crazy. People are going to be like, oh, this is a clickbait talk. God honest truth, people are talking about Scott McTominay come to Celtic. I'm like, definitely not. Wouldn't go near him, wouldn't touch him. So that's really it for me. Once we start getting more indication when Jota is officially in the yellow and black, we can confirm, we can move on, we can start looking at targets, and we can start looking at how we're going to strengthen that position, what injection we're going to put in certain positions in the team. Are we going to look at another striker, which I think we need? We're going to look at another keeper. I think we need another left back. If we're going to compete in the Champions League, we need to strengthen our positions, strengthen on all fronts to compete, because we don't want to get annihilated in the Champions League like the last time we were under Brendan, the PSG away days. We don't want that. We want to actually give ourselves a good game against the world's best teams, Europe's best teams. And I know they have a superior wage gap or a transfer kitty. We go out there, we make money off Jota, we have a kitty for Brendan, sell a couple of players and develop these players and see what happens. You want to win a knockout stage, you want to concentrate on the bread and butter as well, but we need to sort out Lennox Town, let them go back to training tomorrow, see who's in, see what the reports is the next couple of days, and see who's going and who's coming in. It's going to be an interesting summer, folks, as we all know. It's been mad so far with the new home kit, with Moy going, with Jota going, with Ange going, and Jacynta going as well. So hopefully Starfelt's not next. Speak to you all soon. Hell.